Thank you. customary, I would like to have members on stage to please assume their seats, following which the audience can follow. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense, great pleasure. It's actually an honor to be with you here this evening. And I say this from the podium with absolute pride in my heart. You may ask why and wonder why, and that is because I'd like to lay down for you a story of growth. Not many years ago, in 2021, the idea of AIBS, so the Asian Institute of Business and Science, took flight. It has been a few years, but a few years that we could remember fondly because of its resilience and unwavering determination. Us living in Sri Lanka know that those years were not the normal years. However, you will hear it throughout this graduation ceremony of growth. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see for the first time several courses being added, and I think more information will be shared with you later, but just here's an inkling. Only this year, 7 new programs were added. The hall that you're sitting in is the main hall of the BMICH. The past few years saw this particular graduation taking place in committee rooms. And that in itself is testament. The numbers sitting in this audience is testament to the growth story of AIBS. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I'd like to invite the dignitaries I would read out now to participate in what is a deeply seated tradition in Sri Lanka and this part of the world, and that is the lighting of the oil lamp. So let me read out the names, and as they proceed towards the oil lamp, I'll tell you a little story as to why we practice this as tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite to light the oil lamp our chief guest here this evening, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Edge Hill University, UK, Professor George Talbot. Our guest of honor, Ms. Gwen Temmel, Councillor, Political and Trade of the High Commission of Canada in Sri Lanka. Professor Amar Ahmed, Head of Department of Computer Science from Edge Hill University, UK. Dr. Anne Oxborough, Head of the Department of Biology of Edge Hill University, UK. Mrs. Rohini Nanayakara, Chairperson of Asian Institute of Business and Science. Mr. Hiran De Silva, the Founder, Managing Director of the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Mrs. Hiranthi De Silva, Director, Chief Financial Officer and Member of the Board of Governors. Mrs. Champika Atapattu, Executive Director of the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Mr. Nihal Jayawardena, President's Counsel and Member of the Board of Governors. Dr. Chandanamali Punchiheva, Founder and Chief Scientist of Gene Labs Medical Private Limited. Ms. Premila Paul Raj, Director, Employability and Qualifications from Pearson South Asia. Mr. Surya Bibile, Regional Development Manager, Sri Lanka and Maldives at Pearson EdXL. Mr. Abdul Majid, Senior Trade Officer of the High Commission of Canada in Sri Lanka. Ms. Kate Arnold, Head of International Operations and Administration. Ms. Osanthi Watavana, Chief Operating Officer of the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka, Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Mr. Shehan Gunasekara, Head of Marketing, the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Mr. Omila Pereira, Senior Lecturer, School of Life Sciences, AIBS, representing the academic panel. Also, Mr. Navit Abekon, student from the OSSD Batch 9, representing all the graduates. May I have you ladies and gentlemen please make your way to the oil lamp that's on my right, below the stage, to participate in the lighting of it. And as they make their way, I promised that I will share with you a little story. The story goes like this. All of us gathered here are gathering for a celebration. We have graduates amongst us who are going to set sail into what is the unknown, and that is life. The lighting of the oil lamp is a gesture of blessing. It's a symbol of blessing here this evening. I would like to invite all of you to please rise and participate in these blessings. Those of you who are not lighting the oil lamp can also play an important part, and that is to make a silent prayer for the well-being of all of us gathered here today, for the bright futures of our graduates this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in our tradition. I'd like to invite you to please take your seats once again. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a celebration, as I mentioned before, a celebration of the tireless efforts of many put together. The faculty, students, staff, parents, everyone putting their shoulder to the wheel to make sure that we are successful. Ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors of formally declaring open this graduation ceremony, may I invite to the podium Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka, the Registrar of AIBS.
Good evening all. As the Registrar, Asian Institute of Business and Science, I hereby declare open the AIBS Graduation 2024.
Thank you, ma'am. And with that, we officially begin, I beg your pardon, the proceedings. As we mentioned, this is a celebration, so we need to add a little color. So to begin with an explosion of just that, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite on stage the Olubodua Dancing Academy to perform for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that performance. We have more in store for you. Right now, however, I'd like to invite a special someone to do what is right and welcome all of you formally. Ladies and gentlemen, to do the opening remarks, this gentleman I am about to invite is none other than Mr. Hiran De Silva, the founder and managing director of the Asian Institute of Business and Science. But before he comes to the podium, please allow me to introduce this gentleman to you. Mr. Hiran De Silva is an experienced finance professional, counting over 30 years in financial services and investment banking industries. He holds a master's degree in financial economics from the University of Colombo. He's a fellow member of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants of the United Kingdom and a certified global management accountant. As a founder director of the American National College in Sri Lanka in 2000, Mr. De Silva developed his passion towards the higher education sector and has since been an active contributor to this industry. He is also the founder of Emergence Education, a vibrant higher education solutions provider representing over 100 universities globally. Mr. De Silva is actively involved in developing transnational education partnerships, which has resulted in many pioneering opportunities for AIBS. He is a member of the International Education Association of Australia and NAFSA, the Association of International Educators in the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Hiran De Silva.
Good evening, everyone. Professor George Talbot, our chief guest this evening, Her Excellency Gwen Temmel, Deputy High Commissioner for the Canadian Embassy, officials of the Canadian Embassy in Sri Lanka, Mrs. Rohini Nanakara, our chairperson of the Board of Governors at AIBS, visiting senior faculty members and other delegates from the Edge Hill University in the UK, distinguished invitees, members of the Board of Governors, directors and shareholders of AIBS, graduating students, parents and well-wishers, the leadership team and the academic and non-academic staff of the AIBS. It is my pleasure and a privilege to welcome you all to the AIBS Graduation 2024. Firstly, let me extend my warm wishes and heartiest congratulations to all those graduating students on completing another significant milestone in your learning journey. The day belongs to you, so go ahead, celebrate this special occasion in your lives. I was thrilled when I learned that Professor George Talbot would be visiting us, and I'm grateful to him for accepting our invitation as the chief guest, despite his extremely busy schedule as one of the most senior members at the university. Our professional association spans over 3 years. When I was first introduced to him by the chairman of Cormac Consulting Group in the UK, one of the largest education consulting firms. A highly acclaimed academic and educationist with many accolades and awards for his initiatives in research and knowledge exchange. I'm delighted by his presence this evening. I'm also grateful for the presence of other heads of faculty and senior team members of the Edge Hill University, Professor Amr Ahmed, Dr. Ian Oxborough, Leanne Dudeston, Kate Arnold, and Sophie Korn. I'm also indeed privileged for the presence of Her Excellency Gwen Temmel and the officials of the Canadian High Commission, who we have the honor of having here today, because we have been pursuing very hard to develop Canadian education opportunities for Sri Lankan students right here in Sri Lanka. I also want to extend my sincere thanks to Mrs. Rohini Nanakara, my mentor and our leader at AIBS, for gracing this momentous occasion. She will not address you today, but her sentiments are echoed in mine. Mrs. Nanakara extend her warm wishes and congratulations to all the graduating students and a very happy, contented, and successful life in their futures. She goes on to say, I quote, "In my view, the present younger generation is very lucky. unlike the previous generations. The continuous development of technology and travel, resulting in globalization, gives you the opportunity to plan your lives accordingly. Unlike the past, and when only a limited number of persons could enjoy the opportunity to go overseas, education today, with the development of technology, anyone could access the world and benefit from the opportunities available. And of course, contribute to the country where you decide to live. Whilst you're happy and proud of your achievement, I'm sure you have realized that you have a great sense of gratitude to your parents, teachers, who gave you this opportunity and guided you to learn and achieve your ambitions in life. I believe learning is a lifelong experience, and my advice to all of you is to learn, equip, and enrich yourself in whatever areas of interest you have, and dedicate yourself to be of service to your family, friends, and the nation you belong to." Unquote. Thank you, Mrs. Nanakara, for your words of wisdom. In June this year, AIBS celebrated 6 years since its launch. The journey has been an interesting and intense one. Thanks to all of you and our international partners and awarding bodies. Every year, we have taken great strides and marched forward from the previous. Along the way, we expanded our portfolio of offerings. At the graduation ceremony last year, I announced our partnership with the Edge Hill University would allow our students to complete their chosen degree right here in Sri Lanka at the AIBS campus. Today, you will see our students receiving their Edge Hill University degree certificates. We continue to be an accredited center for Pearson Education Limited, UK. And I want to thank very sincerely Mrs. Premila Paulraj, the Regional Director, and Mr. Surya Bibila, who is here with us today, the Deputy General Manager, for their unwavering support. I also want to recognize the support and contribution from NCC Education UK, the Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission, TVEC, in Sri Lanka, the Rosedale International Education Incorporated from Canada, Navitas Limited from Australia, and our Pathway Program partner universities from Australia, Deakin University, and the University of Tasmania, who have made our journey truly rewarding. I must say, 2024 was not without challenges. As you know, AIBS has always focused on giving the best learning experience to our students and maintaining teaching quality. We are witnessing many academics choosing to pursue progression opportunities overseas. AIBS has been continuously investing in this resource, and we started a program with the Edge Hill University, where our faculty members get an opportunity to upskill themselves by working in UK on research projects under the supervision of the Edge Hill University faculty members. The growth in student numbers has constrained our capacity and facilities. This is a good problem, in my view. We took a bold step in November of last year to relocate AIBS, and on the 24th of April this year, we moved into a spanking new building located in the heart of the city of Colombo. I'm also heartened to share that our student support officers had constructive and receptive engagements with our students, and their suggestions have been incorporated into our strategic plan. This brought us closer, where I have seen our students and staff coming together as one, putting forward our best efforts to adapt to these changes around us. In that spirit, we celebrate and congratulate one another in person today. Completion of your course of studies and graduation signifies the start of a new chapter of your life. Wherever your path leads you next, I believe that your time at AIBS has prepared you well for the new challenges ahead. I'm happy that AIBS was part of your transformative journey. Some of you may decide to take a break from studies and get some work experience, I guess. Others may decide to progress to complete further education at AIBS. And some would choose to transcend national boundaries and seek enrollment in foreign higher education institutions. Whatever the path you choose to pursue, AIBS has given you a solid grounding in academic learning, soft skills, and practical exposure that will help you with this seamless progression. The qualification you secured is internationally recognized, and you can proudly present what you have achieved to meet your expectations in academic or career progression. AIBS will always be there to guide and assist you. You are now new members of a community of AIBS alumni who have gone to achieve their dreams and aspirations. As you embark on the next phase of your life, know that you can be so much more than you think. I encourage you to stay connected to the AIBS family by following our social media pages so that we can continue to celebrate your achievements. On behalf of your lecturers, the AIBS Board of Governors, and the management team, I wish you the best for your future endeavors and continue to learn and achieve. Congratulations once again, and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. De Silva. Thank you so much for the tone of humility in which you laid out how the quality at AIBS is upheld so eloquently. Thank you so much for those words. Ladies and gentlemen, I did mention to you earlier that I will talk a little bit more about what is in store for us this evening. I spoke about a story of growth, and this includes the fact that for the very first time, there will be a Bachelor of Science honors in Biomedical Science and Biotechnology being awarded here this evening, conferred by the Edge Hill University of UK. This year saw the addition of 7 degree programs, and I'd like to share a little bit of information about this as well. The 7 degrees include 3 from the sciences, and this includes biomedical, biotechnology, and also genetics, which makes AIBS the only private university in Sri Lanka to offer this course. There were 2 degree courses added in business, which includes marketing and international business. And the remaining 2 degrees are in software engineering and computing. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this because we now begin the awards. But before we begin the awards for the Australian Foundation Year, and that is the first set that will go out this evening, I'd like to invite someone. Prior to calling Mr. De Silva again on stage to hand the awards over, there is a congratulatory message to be delivered by one of AIBS's alumni, Ms. Mana Lashinka Pandita. She was the best performer in the Australian Foundation Year Batch 2 and graduated in 2023. Upon completion of Australian Foundation Year program, Manal entered to La Trobe college to pursue her diploma in psychology. She graduated and earned her diploma of psychology with a WAM of 87.25. Following her diploma, she currently awaits the commencement of her bachelor in psychology at La Trobe University as well. She is also a nominee and a finalist for the Victorian International Student of the Year Award of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Ms. Mana.
Good evening, graduates, esteemed faculty, family, and friends. It's truly an honor to stand here today and address all of you on such an exciting occasion. First and foremost, congratulations to all the graduates. Today is a celebration of your hard work, determination, and the countless hours you invested to get to this point. As I reflect on my own academic journey, I'm reminded of the valuable role AIBS has played in shaping my path. My time at AIBS was nothing short of transformative. When I decided to take my academic journey overseas, I enrolled in the International Foundation Program, also known as the Australian Foundation Year, AFY, in Science at AIBS. I was delighted to receive the Best Performance Award at the graduation ceremony held in December last year, which I was unable to be present for since I had already commenced my studies at La Trobe College, Australia. Studying at AIBS was indeed an incredible experience, and those 8 months were a whirlwind of discovery. The well-structured curriculum, which was closely aligned with international standards, gave me a strong foundation and prepared me for the challenges of studying overseas. The assignment-based learning approach not only sharpened my research and analytical skills, but also encouraged me to think independently. The friendly and supportive lecturers created an environment where asking questions and seeking guidance was always welcomed. These experiences allowed me to build a broad and thorough understanding of my field, and also gain valuable academic knowledge, something I continue to rely on in my studies and beyond. It made adapting to my new academic life in Australia surprisingly seamless. At La Trobe University, where I am currently studying in Melbourne, Australia, I've had the opportunity to expand not only my academic knowledge, but also my personal and professional skills. My time there has been enriched by experiences that have taught me leadership, active community involvement, and the value of connecting with people from diverse backgrounds. Engaging with individuals from different cultures and age groups has been one of the most rewarding aspects of my journey, and that has given me a much broader perspective about life. In addition to my coursework at La Trobe University, I've taken on roles such as chairperson and student group leader of the Student Representative Committee at La Trobe College, Australia, and assistant volunteer coordinator for the Sri Lankan Society at La Trobe University. I was also very fortunate to have been elected to deliver the Diploma Graduate Speech 2024 as the student speaker at my graduation ceremony held in Melbourne last month. These experiences taught me the value of giving back while pursuing my studies. I have had the opportunity to contribute to student life by organizing events ranging from Orientation Week, graduation, the grand opening of the campus activity lounge, as well as leading and supporting various cultural and student life activities, such as facilitating Easter, Eid, and Halloween festivals. If you're thinking, how does someone fit all that in? Well, sometimes I ask myself the same question, but the truth is, it's all about balance. Being engaged in extracurriculars while studying isn't just about building your resume. It's about building yourself and who you can be as a person. This philosophy led to one of the proudest moments of my journey so far, being nominated for the Victorian International Education Awards as International Student of the Year. These awards recognize international students who have not only excelled in academics, but have also contributed to social welfare and community as a whole. For me, it's a reminder of the importance of stepping outside your own comfort zone, engaging with the world around you, and making a meaningful impact wherever you are. And trust me, there's nothing quite like hearing, "Congratulations on your nomination," when you're still trying to figure out how to survive an Aussie winter. Currently, I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in psychological science, a field that fascinates me for the insights it offers into human behavior and interaction. The skills I've gained, from critical thinking to collaboration, have all been rooted in the lessons I began learning at my school, Ladies College, and AIBS, and have continued to refine further at LTU. To all the graduates sitting here today, my message is simple. Education is more than a degree. It's also about the connections you make, the challenges you overcome, and the opportunities you create for yourself and others. But don't forget to live the journey, not just the destination. Take risks, make connection, and yes, do attend that random cultural festival, the Technoblast, or the crazy Halloween night you're invited to. It might just change your perspective. In closing, I encourage you to look back on your time with AIBS with pride and gratitude. The future is yours to shape. Take all the knowledge, friendships, and experiences you've gained here at AIBS and use them to create something extraordinary. The world is waiting for all the unique contributions you all can make. Congratulations once again to the graduating class of 2024. This is your moment. Enjoy it and make the most of everything that lies ahead. I most sincerely wish you all the very best. Have a wonderful evening and thank you all.
Thank you, Manal, for that impressive and I think impeccable, if you would agree with me, speech in all color that it was. And I can say from the podium that we are deeply proud indeed that you're part of the alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the fore to start the presenting of awards of the Australian Foundation Year, Mr. Hiran De Silva, the founder, managing director of AIBS, who would be accompanied by Ms. Kavindi Sayakara, the lecturer from School of Life Sciences. Could we have the lady and gentlemen on stage, please? The honor of reading out the names and all names here this evening will be that of Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka, the registrar and academic administrator at AIBS, and I'd like to invite her to the podium.
Shri Tulani Yehansa Vikramarachi. Senaviratta Mudyanselage Dilmi Viboda Senaviratta. Nipuni Pabasara Atukorala. Rock Charles Henricus. Kadinapuli Hevage Sahan Kavinda. Jenny Rehana Abdul. Inara Isindi Kumaravadu. Ranudi Sakya Samaravira. Makavita Gamage Pamit Shaluka Hansamal. Ratna Pulige Kavindu Hasaranga. Kumara Lage Piyumli Dinetma. Gamlaksha Gedon Pratibha Deumi Navodaya. Vanasingha Mudyansellage Ishani Shehansa Vanasingha. Alugedara Kavindya Roshani Ratnayaka. Fatima, Maisha, Muzin, Miskin. Pascual Handige, Danindi, Sanjani, Silva. Kristogu Mudalige, Dona Anne, Meduri, Shehara, Apuhami. Sanchita, Shanaki, Julia, Fernando. In absentia, Rankot Pedige, Dinet, Malshan Dharmasiri, Madhuma Utulalagage, Nisal Nihar Pereira, Arachige Vishwasingha Lokuheva, Sella Perumige, Jayatu Pramudit Migara Fernando, Kadavidanalage, Ashish Ashen Karunasena, Unapunage Gamharalage, Kavisha Aditya Unapunage, Valivita Gedara, Shiran, Himaranga Ratnayaka, Tuan, Amin Bohran, Senarat Mudalige, Netumya Pasundi, Konna Hendige, Dilakshi Surandika Dayas, Donavatmi Nayara Alahako. Upon the recommendation of the awarding body, it is my honor as the Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as the graduate of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the presentation Fanti. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been just contacted by the graduation police who told me that no one is allowed to leave the audience unless their palms are either red or pink, which means that you have to applaud louder. So please do recognize every single individual who steps on this stage, because there's a lot that has gone behind this achievement. There are many stories said and unsaid. So in recognition of that, please do give a thundering applause for every single individual coming on stage to receive their award or degree. Well, with that being said, there is something always special at AIBS, and one of that is that we love well-rounded students and we celebrate talent. Every graduation, we have students who come and perform, and this graduation is no different. To perform here on stage for you, a song from Science Batch 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a young lady by the name of Devmini Lewis Haver. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving a round of applause to Devmini for her performance.
When it fell, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark and it was over until you kissed my lips and to save me. My hands, they're strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew all the things you say. They were never true, and the games you play, you were
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Devamini for that wonderful vocal performance. And right now, we'd like to be not serenaded, but spoken to with a lot of vision and sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite our chief guest to the podium. And before I do so, I'd like to recognize him and introduce him a little. This is none other than Professor George Talbot, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Edge Hill University, UK. He has a responsibility for research and knowledge exchange and has been serving the university since September 2010. Prior to this, Professor Talbot was the Dean of Arts and Social Sciences and Professor of Italian at the University of Hull. Professor Talbot has 36 research outputs under his name. Currently, he is the chair of the UUK PVC-DVC Research and Innovation Policy Network. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our chief guest here this evening, Professor George Talbot.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduands, parents, friends, I'm delighted to be here with you this evening to celebrate in your success. I love graduation ceremonies. They are the high point of the academic year for all the work that has gone in over the previous 3 years in the case of students graduating today. I'd like to echo the comments of Hiran de Silva earlier on about the hard work that you have all put in. It's been a pleasure developing the partnership between Edge Hill University and AIBS, and we look forward to it growing very significantly over the years to come. Edge Hill University is based in the northwest of England. It's a Liverpool university which started out life in the Edge Hill district of Liverpool, but outgrew its original site in the 1930s and moved out to the suburbs to a market town called Ormskirk, which is at the end of a suburban railway line, 30 miles from the centre of Liverpool. We started out life as a teacher training college for women. We were founded by the same benefactors who the previous year had founded the University of Liverpool. And we were a mold-breaking institution from the beginning, really, in that up to that time, most teacher training colleges were run by one of the churches. Edge Hill was the first non-denominational teacher training college outside of London, and the second in England. And it was associated very much with the women's suffrage movement and the fight to get the vote, which was successfully achieved about 30 years after the foundation of the college. So we are what is known in the UK system as a widening participation university, which means that most of our students are local students who are the first in their families to come to university and have the experience and the privilege of higher education. So it's entirely fitting that we are working with AIBS on bringing the Edge Hill curriculum and sense of ambition and excitement to other parts of the world. And I'm delighted to be here for the very first graduation ceremony at AIBS, and look forward in the next few minutes to congratulating the first cohort of students who are graduates of the BSc Biotechnology or the BSc Biomedical Science. But before we get onto that, I would like to thank the dancers that we've seen earlier on today. It's a wonderful innovation that I might bring back to Edge Hill University, where we don't have anything quite that exciting. It's a wonderful privilege to be here with you today. So I congratulate you all, whether you're Edge Hill students or not, and I look forward in the next few minutes to using the powers conferred on me by Edge Hill University to award degrees to the students who have satisfied the requirements to receive them. Thank you all very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, sir, and we're very pleased to have you here with us. And we'll be moving to the awarding in a little later, dear sir. Professor Talbot, if I could have your attention. We'll be moving to the awards for you a little later. I'd like to invite you to take your seat. Thank you. Before we move on to the segment that would require our chief guest's services, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to awarding qualifications on the International Foundation Diploma. But before we do so, we have a special surprise, or we have a video from Anthony Cross, the Academic Standards Manager from NCC Education UK. So set your sights to the giant screen. Let's listen.
Mr. Hiran De Silva, founder and Managing Director of Asian Institute of Business and Science, Ms. Osanti Watanawana, Chief Operating Officer of Asian Institute of Business and Science, Professor John Talbot, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Edge Hill University, Ms. Gwen Temmel, Counselor for Political and Trade from the High Commission of Canada in Sri Lanka, Professor Amir Ahmad, Head of the Department of Computer Science, Edge Hill University, Dr. Anne Oxborough, Head of the Department of Biology, Edge Hill University, graduates, esteemed faculty, family, and friends. It is a privilege to celebrate a remarkable milestone in your educational journey, your successful completion of the NCC Education's Level 3 International Foundation Diploma for Higher Education Studies. Today is a day to reflect, honor your achievements, and to look forward to the future ahead. First, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Completing this rigorous program is no small feat. It required determination, resilience, and a steadfast commitment to your goals. Today, you reap the rewards of your hard work, and you should take immense pride in your accomplishments. At NCC Education, we are committed to providing students like you with the tools, knowledge, and skills to thrive in a globalized world. The NCC Education's International Foundation Diploma Program has equipped you with a strong foundation in academic skills, critical thinking, and subject-specific knowledge, preparing you for the next stage of your educational journey. But beyond the curriculum, it has undoubtedly instilled in you a mindset of curiosity and adaptability, qualities that will serve you well in an ever-changing world. I am sure you will agree that this achievement is not yours alone. It is shared with your lecturers, tutors, and supportive family and friends who have stood by your side. To them, I offer my gratitude for nurturing and guiding you throughout this journey. Their encouragement and belief in your potential has been integral to your success. As you step into the next chapter of your life, I encourage you to hold on to the lessons you have learned. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Remain open to new perspectives and never stop striving for excellence. Remember that education is not merely a destination, but a lifelong journey. You are now ambassadors of NCC Education, joining a global community of learners who are making their mark on the world. Carry the values and standards you have cultivated here into everything you do. Let your achievements inspire others, and let your actions reflect the knowledge and skills you've gained. Before I close, let me remind you that this is not an end, but a beginning. The road ahead may be uncertain at times, but you are equipped to navigate it with confidence and courage. Celebrate today's success but also dream boldly and take the next steps towards your aspirations. Congratulations once again to the graduating class of NCC Education's Level 3 International Foundation Diploma. The future is yours to shape, and I have no doubt that you will make it extraordinary. Thank you and best wishes for the journey ahead.
I'd now like to move on to the next set of awards. These are the qualifications for International Foundation Diploma. To hand over these qualifications, may I invite to stage Mrs. Hiranti De Silva, Director and Chief Financial Officer of AIBS, who will be accompanied by Ms. Sapna Fernando, Assistant Academic Administrator of AIBS. I'd like to invite Ms. Ishani once again, the Registrar of AIBS, to read out the names.
Pehara Rasindi Dahanagama Arachi. පහළගම විදානලාගේ ශයිනී රුක්ෂානා. ආදිත්‍ය ජයසූරිය තේවර තන්තිරිගේ සජිත ගුණසේකර. පමිල සෙන්දිල ඉමදුව ගමගේ. ගවීන් චමුදික දේවනාරායන. සවිත්මී නෙතුම්ලා සමරදීර. मोहम्मद निज़ाम अमना. हंसिद हिमांशित दिलशान पुण्यरत्न. බුද්ධ කෝරළගේ මුදිත් බුවනෙක. බුද්ධ කෝරළගේ වතිල දිහෙන් ලිත්මින. සෙතුම් ලිසාර ඇන්දලත් යශීස්. කොත්තිපිටියගේ දොන් නෙමික දුල්වන්. පලියවඩන ආරච්චිගේ රුමල් එල්රෝයි පෙරේරා. In absentia, Ladugay Malki Dilhara, Iria Gahamada Chatumi Aditya Chandrasiri, Don Binura Teshan Talagala, වීරකෝන් දිසානායකලාගේ සඳමිනී සදුත්තරා ලංකාතිලක, වීරකෝන් දිසානායකලාගේ සයුරි ඉඳුවරනාත් ලංකාතිලක, නානායක්කාරලාගේ විරුක් විද්මල්, මාරසිංහ මුදලිගේ අමීෂා ඔෂේනී මුණසිංහ, තට්ටගේ සෙනුරු දිල්මිත් ෆර්නෑන්ඩෝ, සවිඳු නිම්තක විජේරත්න, රණසිංහ ආරච්චිගේ විශ්මී අභිෂේකා නිහාත්මනී, ලොකුපේදුරු ආරච්චිගේ මයුරී අප්සරා ගුණතිලක, දිසානායක මුද්‍යාන්සලාගේ චතුනී සදත්‍යා දිසානායක, රාජසුන්දර සේනාධිරාගේ ඉනුපමා නුවිනි රාජසුන්දර, හිමත් බිනදිත් කනන්ගේ ලියනගේ, සිනදී හෙසන්යා කනක ලියනගේ, ජාසින් කෝරල ආරච්චිගේ හසිනී කුරිෂිකා, ඔනෙලි තියන්සා ගුණවර්ම, තිසත් රන්විදු අමරසිංහ, රත්න විභූෂ ආරච්චිලාගේ දිනායා සෙනදී, හෙට්ටි ආරච්චිගේ Tanulya Jenuli Hettiarachchi. Upon the recommendation of the NCC Education, it is my honor as a registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as the graduates of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gunatilaka. I think the organizers have lent an ear to our chief guest's request. We have an entertainment item that will surely be amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage again the Olabarua Dancing Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know about you, but after that, I feel a little dizzy. Wasn't that an amazing performance? Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the dancing troupe. Simply amazing. And I hope our chief guests and the rest of those on stage enjoyed that performance. We move on now to the awarding of qualifications for the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, or also known as OSSD. But before we do so, we have a congratulatory video from the Rosedale Global High School and also the AIBS OSSD alumni. So I'd like to invite you to please watch the giant screen as they speak to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie Byer, the Director of University Relations and Strategic Initiatives at Rosedale Global High School. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this commencement program for the class of 2024. We're gathered here today in a ceremony to celebrate the significant milestone in your life. I sincerely hope that this graduation ceremony will be one of your fond memories as you move forward in your academic, personal, and professional lives. Your journey of learning and growth up to this point has shaped you into the person you are today, preparing you to step confidently into the world ahead. As a graduate of Rosedale Global High School at the Asian Institute of Business and Science, you've actively engaged in the exploration of real-world application and innovation in learning. These explorations have led you to engage in critical thinking, problem solving, innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, all to support you in acquiring in-depth knowledge through a global lens. You've demonstrated that you take ownership of your learning and are capable and confident to align your learning with your interests, strengths, and personal ambition. Your ability to do so transforms your view of yourself, the world around you, and what you're capable of achieving. By identifying your individual strengths and learning from them, you've been empowered to lean into your personal development, gaining clarity on your interests and magnifying the confidence in yourself. Combined with these skills, your education at Rosedale Global High School has led to the achievement of your Ontario Secondary School diploma, and you truly have limitless opportunities to design your future, realize new opportunities for growth, and celebrate the many achievements you will earn in your lifetime. Education is a powerful change agent, and you're now the recipient of a diploma that is ranked among the highest in the world in high school international education. The competencies you developed and excellence you earned in your Rosedale OSSD will stay with you into higher education and along your career path. I challenge you to follow your strengths, your passions, and your intuition. The future you envision is ready for you, and we can't wait to see what you achieve. So on behalf of Rosedale Global High School, I want to wish all of you the best of everything as you continue to learn and grow, and hope that we read about your outstanding accomplishments in future years. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Melissa, and I'm so excited to be talking here today to all of these new graduates from 8,322 miles away to be exact. So I'm from OSSD Batch 6, and I'm currently pursuing my BBA with a specialization in project management in York University, Canada. First of all, I'm super proud of you guys. All those tears, all-nighters, and endless assignments finally paid off. This is just the start of a whole new journey. You don't have to have everything figured out just yet. Take it one step at a time, but make sure to celebrate your wins, both big and small, and you'll eventually get there. And I know for me, my time at AIBS taught me not just about academics, but also about my great capability to do things, and teamwork, and yes, how to thrive on deadlines. It's a journey you look back on and smile about one day, trust me. So just go out there, make the world yours, and stay curious and keep chasing those dreams. So once again, congratulations to the OSSD graduating class of 2024. You've got this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Richard Dash from OSSD Batch 6. I'm studying aerospace engineering at Concordia University, Montreal. Being an OSSD graduate, I know how much the program has been prepared us to aim high and dream big. All the experiences and the skills I gained throughout the course have been immense as in shape in my success in university life. To all the graduates of 2024, congratulations on your amazing milestone. And this is just the beginning of your incredible journey, and I know each one of you has the potential to achieve great things. Again, wishing you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amantu Kulatunga, currently pursuing a Bachelor of Computer Science at Deakin University, Australia. The OSSD program has opened up so many opportunities for me. Keep pushing boundaries. Class of 2024, your future is bright. Once again, congratulations to the OSSD graduating class of 2024. Remember, this is just the beginning of an incredible journey. We are so proud of you.
Hey everyone, I'm Danelle from OSSD Batch 7 at AIBS, and I'm currently attending TMU in Canada, and I just want to say congrats to you all for making this far through all the assignments, through all those nights that you've studied, and I just want to say congrats to you again. I wish you all the very best with whatever path you take in life. And I hope that you'll persevere through all the struggles that come across your way. No matter what it is, at the end of the day, what I believe is that we're all here for a reason and a purpose on this earth. And I hope that you will achieve your goals and dreams and fulfill that reason and purpose that you're here on this earth for. So I'm happy for you all that everything's done, and all the very best again. And a very Merry Christmas to all celebrating, and Happy Holidays for those who don't. Bye.
Those wonderful messages coming from afar, actually quite refreshing. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the Ontario Secondary School Diploma Awarding of Qualifications, and these qualifications will be handed over by our guest of honor here this evening, Ms. Gwen Temmel, Councillor Political and Trade from the High Commission of Canada in Sri Lanka, and accompanying her will be a senior lecturer from AIBS, Mr. Muyuru Weerathunga. And to do the honors once again in reading out the names, may I invite the Registrar of AIBS and Academic Administrator, Ms. Ishani Gudathelaka.
Ashok Ravindya Subani Malkanti. Kudarala Lekam Lage Sanduni Shashikala. Kulatunga Mudyanselage Shanuli Vipasha Satsarani Bandara. Hiraru Patriyan Nahalage Dayendri Malinka Prematilaka. Netma Minsadi Fernando Kulle. Ratnayaka Mudyanselage Pasindu Bandara Ratnayaka. Naran Pitage Tashain Imalka Pereira. Abhinash Mahendra. Rizwan Mohammad Usman Ali. Ryan Mohammad Taufiq. Namit Nimsadu Abeyakon. Porutta තොටගේ තරින්දි මලීෂා ඉමංජලි ෆර්නැන්ඩෝ. මහපතිරණගේ සිතුකි මෙතුම්යා. මෙනත් හෂ්ම හිටියාරච්චි. කෝනි හන්නදිගේ සිලුන නෙත්මිත හන්නදිගේ. ලියනාරච්චිගේ මනුක මහීම මන්දාර ලියනාරච්චි. ලොකුපොත ගමගේ මොනීෂා ශනුකි හිළුවින්දි. In absentia, Bentara Arachige, Nikoli Sasha Napatali, Uttara Rosheni Tiansi Guruge, Sirikatuge Samita Anuhas Fernando, Kannangara Patirannahalage, Metuli Dulsandi Dayaratna, Sivanathan Yadushan, Vanigarachige Don Accra Romania Vanigarachi, Veerasinghe Arachige, Netmi Rumeshi Fernando, Vijayakon Mudyanselage, Januda Nimsat, Kalei Selvan Tharmarasa, Dinut Naranjan Kulasinghe, Marthu Matulage, Don Nemit Himansha Chandrasiri, Sudu Devage, Prabodha Rashini, Don Nilen Mundiv Aberatna, Heva Patiranage, Dulakdi Naditya Suramji Heva Patirana, Voranda Venuk Galhenage, Ranasinghe Arachige, Nethil Devsara, Madavita Vitanalage, Manuka Bahansit Gunatilaka, Abesinghe Kodipili, Mahavidana Muhandiram Lage, Tenu Sadalul, Vadumet Sirige, Nemika Tevjan Ratnasiri, Anoj Tevendran, Malla Navaratna Kudagat Bandar Lage, Pehara Situmdi Navaratna, Sandani Samara Devmini De Silva, Chanuti Kaushalya Vidanagamage, Dulaj Vindiv Karyavasam, Chanumi Dinaya Alugge, Ratna Vibhushana Arachige Onaya Savandi, Mohammadu Risan Mohammad Mizfar, Uberatna Vaduarachige Lasal Netsara, Nerang Guruge Hirunima Geetmani, Sembakutti Arachige Dona Diana Malisha, Valangodage Hiranya Salomi Ranavira, Hityarachige Kaushika Sandesh Pereira, Vanyarachige Don Jeron Devmin Vanyarachi. Upon the recommendation of the Ontario Ministry of Education, it is my honor as the Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as graduates of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Business, Computing and Applied Science, also the Pearson Higher National Certificate in Computing. And to do the honors, may I invite Mr. Surya Bibile, the Regional Development Manager, Sri Lanka and Maldives at Pearson at Excel, He'll be accompanied by Mrs. Shahnaz Marika, Senior Lecturer from the School of Business. And once again, to do the honors of reading out these names of the amazing students, may I invite the Registrar of AIBS, Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka.
Angoda Bandaralage Vimukti Deshan Pereira. Prabuddhi Marisa Paulus. P. Sasantika Lakshani Veerasuriya. Mohammad Rizvi Ahmad. Menath Chethin Kolamage. In absentia, K. Piyumi Ruandika Kaluarachi. Upon the recommendation of the Pearson UK, it is my honor as a Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as the graduates of Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the presentation party. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the several awards of the Pearson Higher National Certificate in Computing and so on and so forth, as I mentioned before. And to do the honors of continuing the presentation, may I invite Professor Amar Ahmed, Head of Department of Computer Science, Edge Hill University, UK, who will be accompanied by Mr. Deshan Kure, Senior Lecturer from the School of Computing, AIBS. And once again, at the podium on stage, I'd like to have Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka.
Udavatta Kananganage Ishani Anjali Akalanka. Munasingha Don Charindo Ruhansa Munasingha. Senadi Raja Johan Avishkar. Jeremy Matthias. Kannangarage Kusal Sachinda Kannangara. Hettiarachige Don Kavish Hirusha Gunasekara. In absentia, Narotota Hevage, Lasindu Madushan. Upon the recommendation of Pearson UK, it is my honor as a Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as a graduate of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the gentlemen of the presentation party. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading out of the Pearson High National Certificate in Computing and also the Pearson High National Diploma in Computing and Software Engineering. We now move on to the Pearson High National Diploma in Applied Science, and this is batch number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to present these awards Mrs. Champika Atapattu, the Executive Director of AIBS, who would be accompanied by Mr. Omila Pereira, Senior Lecturer of the School of Life Sciences. And once again, to read out these names, I'd like to invite the Registrar, Mr. Shani Gunatelaka, and also a kind reminder to everyone to ensure that their palms are either red or pink. Please do applaud everyone on stage.
Subasingha Arachige, Netmi Nilanchi Subasingha. Lokugama Vidana Lage, Madhushika Pamodani Senaratna. Vanasingha Arachige, Tona Malisha Nirmale. Alina Marzu. Kanangama Ralalage, Sakuni Tulshani Kanangama. Kankanam Lage, Mutumali Nizansala. Ranasingha Mudyanselage, Dirandi Vidushini Ranasingha. Hettiya Kandage, Ishari Upeksha Sandamili Fernando. Balasurya Lekam Lage, Dinita Kaushan. Dahanasekara Mudyanselage, Shamodi Purnima Dahanasekara. Hindalage Don Nipun Pravinder. ආරච්චිගේ දෝන දිලන්‍යා යටාරා දිසිල්වා. Kanishka Thangarajan. Manimendra Achari Alisha Sasmini Pieratta. Devlini Dimansa Dharmadasa. Fatima Shimra. Fairu Sabir Fatima Amana. Upon the recommendation of Pearson UK, it is my honor as a registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as a graduate of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the presentation party for their services before we move on to the next set of awards. And the next set of awards, ladies and gentlemen, are those who receive the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Science, batch number 8. To do the honors, may I invite Dr. Chandramali Punchiheva, the founder and chief scientist at Gene Labs Medical Private Limited, who will be accompanied by a senior lecturer, School of Life Sciences, Ms. Isini Kaushalya. And once again, I'd like to have our registrar on stage to the podium to read out these names.
Anargi Yasaswani Jayatilaka. Vanasingha Mudyanselage Rushan Sachintha Vanasingha. Abesiri Vardana Hasuni Eranga. Kudaligamage Hasindu Nirmal Pereira. Herat Mudyanselage Janit Prasanna Herat. Kaushalya Mahendra. Samarak Kodige Amaya Savandi Samarak Kodi. ලිමුගු පූරගේ මිල්නි මනෝජ්ලි රාජපක්ෂ කළුව දේවගේ රශ්මි කාවින්දයා යමුනාවල පූජනී උමන්දා එදිරිවීර ෆාලිස් අක්‍රම් අම්හර් मोहम्मद नियाज मरियम होनारा रानुदी दहनगम आरक्षी පොල්වත්ත ගාල්ලගේ හසිනි තරින්දි සංගරදාස් දිල්කි කාවින්දයා In absentia, Dinetmi Sehansa Vijay Singha, Mohammad Bashir Fatima Rikaza, Savandi Mihirani Jayatilaka, Veerasingha Arachige Viman Lakshita Veerasingha, Harshika Jnanaratnam, Jodi Tamasha Sevandi Fernando, Madapuli Arachige, Shanuli Uhansa Dineti Fernando, Jayasingha Arachige, Shalni Imashe Silva, Shalni Servaratnam, Danish Akil Azwar, Vanyarachi Patirannahalage, Ayodhya Sarangi Padmasiri, Tantirige Kalavi Kitpini Pereira, Veliyadeniya Idara Subhasha Kaumini. Upon the recommendation of Pearson UK, it is my honor as a registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as the graduates of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
I'd like to thank our Registrar Ishani and the presentation party for giving away these awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another break. And for that, I'd like to invite the Olabodua Dancing Academy once again. Please invite them on stage or welcome them on stage with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Pannu durante Leo Leo panmila hitapu sokalio Leo pankola miti bandidilio Leo enna panvilata Leo සබයෙන් අවසර ගන්නේ නැටුම් නටන්නේ තාලෙට රාග කියන්නේ අද අල්ලන්නේ පියයුරු ලැම සොල්ලන්නේ කැඩපත ගන්නේ සුරතින් මූණ බලන්නේ මාල බඳින්නේ සේල අඳින්නේ ඔටකින් නොසරි දමන්නේ කෙසේ නටාලා එන ළඟට ගෙලකලීලා වලලු දමාලා දැතේ පාමු තුලීලා චාවි දමාලා දත් මැදලා ඔප කරලා සබයට ඇවිදින් සොකරිය නටනු බලාලා සඳ සුදු අත හැඩ අල්ලා ගෙරිය තියාලා සැඳ මුදුනට ජටා පච්ච වඩම් කරටලා නද කරසක් ගෙඩියක් ගෙන පිඹී උඩ බලා ඉඳ තන තන සිනා පිපේ සිරිවියලීලා
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the all about our dance troupe. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for their fantastic performance, serenading us this evening. Dear friends, we now move on to the Bachelor of Sciences and Honours in Biomedical Science and Biotechnology. To hand over these awards, degrees, I'd like to invite the Head of Department of Biology from Edge Hill University, UK, Dr. Anne Oxborough, who will be accompanied by Mr. Hiran De Silva, the founder and managing director of AIBS. And once again, the honor of reading these names of these brilliant students will be the pleasure of Mrs. Shani Gunathilaka, our Registrar and Academic Administrator.
Fatima Anika Sulfi Ismail. Bihesha Sanduni Vasana Henaka Ralage. Niluki Rasmini Samarasekara. Rachini Dinelka Pereira. Upon the recommendation of Edge Hill University, it is my honor as a Registrar of the Asian Institute of Business and Science to present these students as the graduates of the Asian Institute of Business and Science 2024. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's back to back, but there's something special for all of you. As you mentioned, the students at AIBS are extremely talented, and now they would like to put on another amazing performance for you, and this time it's a group song from the OSSD Batch 7. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these students at AIBS.
Such a feeling's coming over me.
Amazing performance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a round of applause. I never expected a fusion, did you? Dear friends, we've come to a very, very special moment in this graduation. And this is the time we recognize the best of performers. So we need to put on a very good show for all of them. I'm sure you'll agree. So ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors in this regard, I'd like to invite the person on stage, our chief guest, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Edge Hill University, UK, Professor George Talbot, who will be accompanied by the Chief Operating Officer at AIBS, Ms. Osanti Watawana. And while this happens, I'd like to thank someone who shared the podium with me all this time, the Registrar of AIBS, Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka, who did a wonderful job of reading all those names and saving my embarrassment. So thank you so very much for all the help that you have given. Ladies and gentlemen, we start with the best performers, and each of these performers will have their descriptions being read out. So please bear with me, it's very special. So the first one is for the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences, and this is batch 7. Busy Bee is a delightful nickname that perfectly captures her spirit. She earned this charming title as a curious toddler exploring her world, spreading joy and discovery throughout her home. With a love for reading and newfound passion for anime art and photography, she finds joy in these hobbies whenever she can carve out the time. Her heart is expansive, and she truly dedicates herself to protecting our planet and lending a hand to those in need, striving to make a positive difference in their lives. As a trailblazer in her academic journey, she was part of the very first NCC International Foundation Diploma class at AIBS, where she shone brightly as the top student, achieving distinction. Building on this success, she then embraced the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences and completed it with a distinction as well. Now she is reaching the exciting milestone of her final year at Edge Hill University, where she is pursuing a BSc Honours in Biotechnology. Her quest for knowledge and skills has always fueled her passion for learning. She proudly represented AIBS as a member of the quiz team as well, which recently earned an impressive second runner-up position in a quiz competition organized by the Institute of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we award the first Best Performance Award to Miss Alina Marzouk in recognition of her outstanding achievements in the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences program. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award is for the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences, Batch 8. And let me read out this description. Upon completing her studies at Atami International School with the passion or aspiration of becoming a doctor, she enrolled at AIBS to pursue a Pearson BTech Higher National Diploma in Applied Science. as a natural leader with exceptional organization skills and efficiency. She exemplified these qualities in her roles as Deputy Head Prefect and School Captain during her academic tenure. In addition to her academic pursuits, she is a black belt in karate, so you better watch out. And she demonstrated her talents in art and dance as well, earning numerous awards and certificates in various competitions. Having completed her Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Science with a distinction, she is currently a final year student at Edge Hill University in the BSc Honours Biomedical Science program. While her initial ambition to become a doctor has evolved, her passion for biology remains strong, and she intends to pursue further studies in this discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we present the next Best Performance Award to Miss Anargi Yasasvini Jayathilaka in recognition of her exceptional achievements in the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, the next best award goes for the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Business Batch 7. Permit me to read this description. With a strong passion for fashion designing, she happily enrolled at the Asian Institute of Business and Science to pursue a Higher National Diploma in Business. She previously studied at both OKI International in Kandana and Methodist College in Colombo. Known for her friendly demeanor and dedication, she always strived to do her best and proudly emerged as one of the top achievers in her advanced level class. Blessed with a natural talent for dancing, she has also been a vibrant member of the school's Eastern Band. In addition, she displayed remarkable skills as both a netball and badminton player. As a child, her love for reading sparked her creative ideas on fashion designing. Currently, she is deepening her knowledge by pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Finance at Northumbria University. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly delighted to present the next Best Performers Award to Miss Prabhuti Marissa Paulus in celebration of her outstanding accomplishments in the Pearson Higher National Diploma Business Program. We move on to the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Computing Batch 1. With a heartfelt dream of flying as a pilot, this dedicated student had the pleasure of schooling at Dharmashoka Mahavidyalaya Kandana and Galahitiwewa Mahavidyalaya Ganemulla. His love for the arts earned him medals during his college years, showcasing his creative spirit. Moreover, he excelled in cricket, demonstrating his skills at the lively AIBS Cricket Fiesta. He completed his Pearson Higher National Diploma in Computing while also embarking on his undergraduate journey at the University of Jayawardhanapura. This clearly reflects his eagerness to dive deep and gain knowledge towards his passion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely thrilled to honor Mr. Munasinghe Don Charindu Ruhansa Munasinghe with the Best Performers Award celebrating his remarkable achievements in the Pearson Higher National Diploma in Computing. We will now move on to the Ontario Secondary School Diploma Batch 9 Best Student Award, and here is the description. We actually are excited to introduce a bright and promising future computer scientist who is deeply passionate about technology and innovation. After completing his ordinary level examination at DSN Anayaka College, Colombo, this enthusiastic student took a big leap forward by joining AIBS and successfully earning his Ontario Secondary School Diploma with an impressive average of 92. In addition to his academic pursuits, he has been a valued member of the school basketball team where he showcased his teamwork, discipline, and leadership abilities. He also prioritizes personal hygiene and self-care, reflecting a mature and health-conscious attitude. Ladies and gentlemen, this outstanding student has earned the International Student of Distinction Scholarship of CAD 80,000, awarded to only 50 international students globally with the highest high school average. And he is now eagerly looking forward to pursuing his degree in computer science at the University of Regina in Saskatchewan, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings us immense joy to celebrate Mr. Navit Nimsandhu Abekun with the Best Performers Award as a heartfelt recognition of his extraordinary achievements in the Ontario Secondary School Diploma Program. We now move on to the NCC International Foundation Diploma Batch number 7. From a very young age, he has been enchanted by the art of storytelling and the joy of self-expression. As a child, he often found comfort in writing and illustrating his own tales, which allowed him to deep dive into his imagination and unleash his creativity. His passion for nature beautifully complemented this journey, as he spent countless hours meandering through gardens, capturing the wonders around him through photography. These informative experiences fueled his ambition to pursue a career in academia. Upon completion of his ordinary level examination, he joined AIBS to follow the NCC International Foundation Diploma in Science stream and secured a distinction. During his time at St. Mary's College and Rajbaksa Central College, he eagerly participated in a variety of extracurricular activities, all of which helped him to develop valuable skills and broaden his perspectives. As a proud member of the Environmental Society, he cultivated a heartfelt appreciation for sustainability and caring for our planet. His leadership experiences as a prefect and secretary of the English Club taught him essential skills in communication and guiding others, which are key attributes for his dream of becoming a professor. His artistic talents shine through in many ways, including his singing, acting in plays, and creative writing endeavors. It's hard to imagine any recent event at AIBS without his gifts as a student, despite his playful claim of course, being a washroom singer at first. Ladies and gentlemen, we are overjoyed to celebrate this remarkable individual, lovingly known as Bubby by his family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this announcement is for Mr. Potuyage Don Nemika Dulwan as he receives his Best Performance Award in a heartfelt acknowledgement of his outstanding accomplishments in the NCC International Foundation Diploma for Higher Education. Best performance list continues, and this time it's for the Australian Foundation Year Batch number 5. With a heartfelt dream of becoming a marine engineer, she embarked on her journey after finishing her studies at Wycherley International College in Gampang. She then joined the Asian Institute of Business and Science to pursue the Australian Foundation Year. Throughout her time, she has proved to be an incredibly engaged and dedicated student, always striving to do her best. Her impressive final average of 73 is testament to her hard work and determination. In her free time, she loves to lose herself in books and enjoys a refreshing swim time and again. Additionally, she possesses a wonderful talent for singing and dancing. This multi-talented star has set her sights on studying in Spain to turn her dreams into reality. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely thrilled to celebrate this amazing accomplishment of Miss Ranudhi Sakya Samaravira, as she proudly receives the Best Performance Award, an honor recognizing her exceptional achievements in the Australian Foundation Year program. We now head to the Australian Foundation Year Batch number 6. She joyfully goes by the name of Devwini, a sweet nickname lovingly given by her parents, as she is the second of 3 cherished daughters. It's certainly possible for a student to shine in their studies if they concentrate solely on academics. But finding a balance while excelling in athletics, arts, dancing and drama can be quite the adventure. She's been blessed with incredible talents and possesses a charming personality that truly leaves a memorable mark on everyone she meets. After successfully completing her ordinary level at Gateway College, Deiwala, and fueled by her ambitions, dreams of becoming a doctor, this remarkable young lady enrolled at the Asian Institute of Business and Science. Here, she pursued the Australian Foundation Year in Science and finished the program with an impressive achievement. With her sights set on the USA for her higher studies, she is eager to make her dreams into reality. Dear friends, it gives us great pleasure to present the next Best Performers Award to the wonderful Miss Pascual Handige Danindi Sanjani Silva, in recognition of her outstanding academic success in the Australian Foundation Year program. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us almost to the end, but we can't go. There is one name to be mentioned, so thank the presentation party. And this is given in absentia for the Australian Foundation year, batch number 4. Sella Perumuge, Jayatu, Pramudit, Migara, Fernando also receives the Best Performance Award. We'd like to give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Dear friends, we have something special. Please set your sights on the giant screen, and we have something prepared by the students.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need.
I hope you enjoyed that pleasant memories. I'm sure it's an emotional moment, but that's going to drive some emotions home for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now come to a very, very important part of the agenda, and that is for the Mrs. Manil De Silva Memorial Award for the outstanding performer in Pearson BTech HND in Applied Science. Please allow me to read out who this special someone is. The late Mrs. Manil De Silva is the wife of late Vidyanidhi Dr. N.R. De Silva and the mother of Mr. Hiran De Silva, the founder, director and CEO of AIBS. Educated at Methodist College, Colombo, Mrs. De Silva did not pursue a career of her own, but instead chose to be the pillar of strength to the careers of her husband and children. She was not a woman of grand gestures, but a quiet force, a resilient lady who wore her roles as a mother and a wife with determination and humility. Her legacy is etched in the resilience she imparted to her children and the steadfast support she offered her husband, a testament to the extraordinary power that resides in the simplicity of an unassuming woman. Through the years, Mrs. De Silva's resilience became the source of inspiration to her family. Her ability to find solutions to adversity, to turn setbacks into opportunities, instilled in her children a profound understanding for perseverance. This award, ladies and gentlemen, is dedicated to the late Mrs. De Silva by her son, Mr. Hiran De Silva, on whom she has groomed perseverance, an attribute that is always reflected in a best performing student. It gives me the pleasure and honor to invite to hand over this award Mrs. Hiranti De Silva, the daughter-in-law of Mrs. Manil De Silva, Director, Chief Financial Officer and member of the Board of Governors. Ma'am, we'd like to have you, who'd be accompanied by Mr. Hiran De Silva, the Director, CEO of AIBS. All of you must be wanting to know who the superstar is here this evening, who will be receiving this prestigious award, the Mrs. Marnell de Silva Memorial Award for the Outstanding Performer in Pearson BTech HND in Applied Science. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together in welcoming on stage to receive the award, Alina Marzouk. I'd like to thank the presentation party. Thank you so much for handing over this award. We've almost come to the very end, but formalities are formalities and those protocols need to be met. I'd like to invite for the signing of the graduation register that will formally make sure or ensure that you actually have graduated in writing. To place these signatures, may I invite the registrar and academic administrator of AIBS, Mrs. Shani Gunatilaka, and also Mrs. Utsanti Watavana, as the head of the institute, to place their signatures on the graduation register. So with the signing of this register, all the names that were mentioned formally are certified as graduates. Thank you, Mr. Shani Gunatilaka as registrar and as head of the institute, Mr. Santi Vatavana, for placing your signatures and sealing the deal. Dear friends, now we ready ourselves for a speech that is destined to be given to someone who has achieved here this evening. And may I invite a student from the HND Science Batch 7, of course you all know who it is. This invitation to the podium is to Alina Marzouk for her valedictorian speech.
Bismillah. Esteemed chief guests, guests of honor, board of governors, academic and non-academic staff, family and friends. It is a privilege to be given the opportunity to address this gathering today. During my foundation year, I remember having a conversation with my batchmates and biology lecturer and saying to them, you know, you all seem to know where you all want to go, what careers you want to pursue, who you want to be, and I just can't relate to that. I didn't know where I wanted to head. I didn't know if I wanted to be an environmental scientist or an investigative journalist, a digital artist or a wildlife conservationist, whether I should continue in science or try out literature. And where do I even find these options anyways, right? Today, I'm standing here representing my batch, having completed my level 4 and 5 higher educations in biotechnology, a field I didn't even know existed 3 years ago. In fact, each of us has our own unique stories that brought us here today. For me, in 2021, I was fresh off sitting for my O-level exams in the science stream. I told myself I was done focusing on science. I was done with the traditional school system. I wanted something else. So I decided to break away from the norm at the time and follow a foundation year course instead of pursuing A-levels, where I would be restricted to studying in a stream I wasn't even sure I wanted anymore. But I was stressed. For the first time in my life, I was forced to call academic institutions. I was forced to make formal inquiries on their courses. I was forced to pretend I was an extrovert. I was not. I guess I was an ambivert because I didn't just not like making calls, I dreaded them. There was even this long Excel sheet with information from different institutes on program details, entry requirements, university affiliations, and so on. But nothing was clicking yet. Then, this one place I called began to stick out a little more than the rest. At the time, no one had really heard of AIBS, but the counselor who picked up my call sounded transparent, and the qualifications seemed promising. So, in the middle of a pandemic, I found myself nervously walking into AIBS with a big, clunky K95 on to talk to this guy. And guess what? I did not enroll at the place. Not immediately, at least. But after a lot more cross-checking and cross-checking and cross-checking, I signed up for the NCC International Foundation Diploma at AIBS. We were IFD Batch 1, so there were only 5 of us in class. And for the first semester, classes were held online because of the pandemic. But I loved it. Despite all the initial uncertainty, my experience turned out better than expected. My online classroom quickly became a second home, and I made amazing friendships that I still cherish today. When the foundation year ended, though, I still had a problem. What do I do next? I thought I wanted to pursue environmental science, but in Sri Lanka, there were no undergraduate programs that I could enroll in, and cross-border study wasn't really a feasible option for me. Long story short, the grade Excel sheet made a comeback, and guess what? It led me back to AIBS. For this next chapter in my academic journey, I enrolled for a higher national diploma in applied sciences, biotechnology. This time, we were a batch of 24 people. We may have been a big batch, but we were tight. If one person fell, the whole pack would rush back to help them cross the finish line. And if the whole pack fell, and I can tell you we did, we would rush to the batch rep and get her to send emails to the administration and sort us out. Like with my foundation year, I made strong friendships that I'm still strengthening to this day. To all of you, thank you for making this journey special. But every tale has its not-so-rosy side, right? For example, in semester 1, we had to write reports for this module called Regulation and Equality in Applied Sciences, RQAS. It was the first assignment that needed us to use critical thinking and craft detailed descriptions for subject matter that wasn't necessarily theoretical science. And we hated it. You know how I know? Because while I was staring sadly at my Word document, my friend was showing me how the WhatsApp status of our batchmates were filled with this sad trend of depressing memes. But guess what? We pushed through, we bit the bullet, we completed the reports, and we wrote a lot more better ones for a similar module later on. In semester 2, we studied a module called Fundamentals of Laboratory Techniques, FLT. It was the first module that required extensive lab reports. To be precise, 12 lab reports, each counting 2,500 to 3,000 words. Except for 3 students, the entire batch had to opt for late submissions. Still, we pushed through, we bit the dust, brushed it off, and gave those late submissions our best shot. The next time we had to write lab reports for a module, we made sure to outperform. I believe we did. So what am I getting at? See, as a batch and as individuals, we were forced to embrace the struggle of gritting our teeth to get things done, even when it was frustratingly difficult. On some days, it might have felt like if your assignment briefs could have come to life, they'd laugh at you in the face just to spit it in. Or, like with my pre-foundation experience, maybe some of us had to push through a lot of uncertainty and trust the process to get where we are today. This is no TED Talk, but what struck me during my HND was the power of confronting struggle, embracing it, and walking towards pressure, because the only way out was through. And I'm confident that these experiences molded not just my batch, but all of this year's graduates. Our effort, grit, and struggle are what got us here today. So congratulations. If our programs have taught us anything, it is that we are capable of so much more than we can imagine. On that note, to our families, thank you for being our Northern Star. To my amazing parents, sister, and grandmother, I can never fully encapsulate just how much you all have done for me. Jazakallah khair. May God reward you with goodness. I would also like to extend heartfelt gratitude to my lecturers. Thank you for your patience, for your time, for choosing to go beyond to help us out, for answering the relentless emails, messages, last-minute drafts, and empty drafts. And of course, thank you to all the academic and non-academic staff at AIBS who made us feel comfortable and welcome throughout this course. Looping back to my HND, it's been 6 months since the program ended, and I'm nearly halfway through my BSc final year in biotechnology. And guess what? I still don't know where I want to head. I don't know if I want to be an environmental scientist or an investigative journalist, a wildlife conservationist or a digital artist, whether I should continue in science or try out something completely different. I don't know. And that's okay, because I have learned that we don't need to have all the answers all the time. Maybe 3 years, 5 years, 20 years down the line, some of us will end up pursuing careers no one, let alone us, had even thought of. What I do know is, even if right at this moment we feel we are at a crossroad, we have the potential to contribute to something bigger than ourselves. Because let's be honest, there's more to what brought you here today. Something beyond the need to earn a living, garner recognition, or any other materialistic gain. Many of you were driven by a spark, a passion, the desire to contribute, to give back, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We embody the power of our individual purpose and place in this world. From upholding human dignity to advocating for climate justice, from ending crimes against humanity, like what we see at a catastrophic scale in Gaza, Sudan, Congo, and beyond, to our own island nation of Sri Lanka. There is so much that needs to change, evolve, and grow. And each of us has the potential, skills, and talent to bring about that positive change in whatever area we choose to, within and outside of our academic forums. So maybe we don't know where we want to head right now. But what we do know is we're going to make significant positive waves, and we're going to enjoy the journey while we're at it. As we step out of this hall today, I challenge us to put our potential to use. I challenge us to enjoy the journey. I challenge us to use our talents, strength, and heart to shake the world in the best way possible. I am confident we will excel at all of these. Inshallah, God willing. Thank you and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we began with an amazing speech by alumni. What an inspiration we heard a few moments ago. Speaking from you from the podium, I can say that if this is what we can produce, our future generation should be all right. So congratulations to Alina and all, and she spoke on behalf of all the graduates, so thank you very much for speaking on behalf, and congratulations on being so brilliant yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, to propose the vote of thanks, to pay gratitude, is a very special thing. And to do this, I'd like to invite also a special someone. The head of Institute, the Chief Operating Officer, none other than Mrs. Osanthi Watavana. But before she steps in, I'd like to speak about her. Ms. Osanthi Watavana is a proud product of the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura. Upon completion of her undergraduate studies, she pursued her postgraduate studies at the Postgraduate Institute of Management, mostly known or popularly known as PIM, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, and specialized in the area of human resource management. Ms. Watavana completed her Master of Arts in International Relations at Deakin University, Australia in 2019. She has served in the corporate sector, international non-governmental organizations, diplomatic missions, and the study abroad sector, where she gained a wealth of knowledge in international relations and transnational education. She assumed duties in the role of Chief Operating Officer at AIBS in late 2020. She also sits in the Executive Committee of the Sri Lanka-Canada Business Council of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, representing AIBS. Ladies and gentlemen, to put things right and to pay gratitude, to propose a vote of thanks, we have no one better than Ms. Osanthi. Can we please invite her to the podium with a round of applause?
Good evening, all. First and foremost, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to my wonderful graduates on this significant accomplishment. Your dedication and effort are clearly reflected in today's celebration. I'm truly honored to express my gratitude on behalf of AIBS to all the esteemed guests gathered here. Professor George Talbot, Pro Vice Chancellor, Edge Hill University, UK. Thank you, Professor, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. Your presence today means a lot to us. Thank you. Professor Amar Ahmad, Head of Department of Computer Science, Dr. Anne Oxbrough, Head of Department of Biology, Ms. Kate Arnold, Head of International Operation Administration, Mr. Liam Doodson, International Recruitment and Marketing Manager, Ms. Sophie Kwan, International Recruitment and Marketing Officer, Edgehill University, UK, thank you for your presence. Ms. Gwen Temmel, Counselor, Political and Trade, and Mr. Abdul Majid, Senior Trade Officer, High Commission of Canada in Sri Lanka. Thank you for attending this event despite your busy schedule. Dr. Chandanamali Punchiheva, Founder and Chief Scientist, Gene Labs Medical Private Limited. Thank you, Doctor, for your continuous support towards AIBS. Mr. Surya Bibile, Regional Development Manager, Sri Lanka and Maldives at Pearson EdXL. Surya, thank you for attending this event amidst your busy schedule. Mrs. Rohini Nanayakara, the Chairperson, Board of Governors, Asian Institute of Business and Science, and all the other members of the board. Dear governors, thank you for your advice and guidance. Mr. Hiran De Silva, Founder, Managing Director, Asian Institute of Business and Science. Thank you, Hiran, for resting your trust on me and the team. An event of such magnitude does not come together overnight. The wheels start rolling months ahead. I would like to thank Ms. Ishani Gunatilaka, Registrar, Academic Administrator, and Ms. Sapna Fernando, Assistant Academic Administrator, for their commitment. Thank you both for your hard work. I would also like to thank the staff who worked behind the scene to make this event happen. Mr. Darshan Senanayaka, Senior Manager, Creative Design and Digital Marketing, Mr. Tashen Rajapaksha, Senior Executive Creative Design, thank you for bringing glamour to this event with all your creatives. Okay. Lecturers, understand students' experience, value them, and recognize that every individual has a unique quality that can be developed. They support students in all areas of their lives and play a vital role in molding their futures. The success of graduates can be attributed to the mentoringship of exceptional lecturers who illuminate the correct path for their students. Thus, I would like to thank Ms. Samira Mallavarachi, Head of Academics, who is currently on long leave, but she was here in the morning, and the entire academic team for their dedication towards AIBS academic excellence. Thank you, lecturers. The members of the AIBS Graduation Student Committee and all our rock stars that made this event colorful with their impressive performances. Dear students, thank you for your tireless support. Our sincere gratitude goes to all parents and well-wishers for your rock-solid support system and encouragement. Without your support, children were not being able to achieve excellence. Thank you so much for attending this event. We would like to express our gratitude to our wonderful student Manal Pandit, who dedicated her holiday to join us for this event without any hesitance. Thank you, Manal, and we wish you the very best in your university studies. Once again this year, he joined us without any hesitance. Thank you, Ashik, for being our MEs for this evening. I also cannot forget all the service provided, management of BMICH and its staff, Dulshan and team, Flower Book, Olabadua Dancing Academy, SDK Manufacturing, BM Events, Nissan Printers, and Sunena Art. Thank you all for your efficient services. Finally, a big thank you to each and every one of you who made this graduation memorable for all of us. Thank you, everyone, and I wish you a very good night. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those words of gratitude. But I must say that the only person that you can't thank is yourself, so please give me the pleasure of thanking you for that amazing coverage of everyone and every single person. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the curtains must be brought down, and the only person who can do it officially is the registrar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the registrar and academic administrator of AIBS, Mrs. Shani Gunatilaka, to formally declare the graduation closed.
I hereby officially conclude the AIBS graduation 2024. Thank you.
Dear friends, it is time for you to fill your hearts with pride. It's time for the national anthem of our great nation. Please rise.
Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Mata. Sundara Sivadini, Surani Ati Sobhamana Lanka. Ranya Dalaya Nikamal Malakuri, Jaya Bhumi Lanka. Sapasiri Sita Sadhana Jeevanaye Mata Vilikanu Mena Apabhakti Puja Namo Namo Mata Apna Sri Lanka Namo 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 Mata Apvidya, Obamaya Apasatya, Obave Apashanti, Apahada Tulabhanti, Apahaluke, Apade Anuprani.
Ladies and gentlemen, one last request. Can we give a round of applause to all the achievers this evening? It's been a wonderful graduation for 2024. A fantastic, fabulous show of performance. I'd like to ask the audience to please remain standing as the members or distinguished guests on stage, our chief guest, guest of honor, and the rest, or the procession as it came in, to please leave the stage and the hall, followed by the faculty and also the students. And once the entirety of the students and faculty and the dignitaries have left, the hall can be emptied and you can find your way out. There will be fellowship outside in the foyer. So I'd like to invite the chief guests and the other dignitaries to please leave the stage and the hall in procession, please.